That's Florence and Eddie's show. It's Florence Yeager Hohensee and Edwin C. Hohensee. And this is a picture of them. And I would have to assume that this is taken either just after marriage or before marriage. They're very young. Again, this is before their marriage. We have narrating, I'm Carolyn Hohensee Radlinsky. Carl Hohensee will be speaking, and also Edward Hohensee will be speaking. Where are these pictures taken, Carl?
I would have to say in Virginia someplace. Guy on the right is Ed Hohensee. The guy on the left we don't know, and that was... Any idea where this place is? This is a barracks. Looks like it.
None of the pictures were identified in the photo album. This is all from his photo album, but they weren't identified. What is that now?
That's a battleship.
Okay, Jim Radlinsky just piped in there.
Again, a battleship. Over. That's a Liberty boat. Steam driven, see it?
Yeah. Ed?
Go ahead, Carl.
The woman on the left is Aunt Jessie Fechter, and the woman on the right is our mother, Florence Hohensee.
There's the group. The fellow in the middle is Jessie's husband. There they are again, Feuchter, Bert Feuchter, and Jessie.
There they are again. Ed? Yeah. This must be the newlyweds.
Edward, who were those two people there before?
That was Florence Hohensee and Ed Hohensee.
Okay, here's Uncle Bert and Aunt Jessie Fechter. I don't know who the guy on the right is. Anybody know who he is?
I have no idea.
Okay, the guy on the left is Dad. Ed or Carol?
Nope. Totally unidentified.
Okay.
Okay.
That's probably Niagara Square in Buffalo. Main and Court Street.
That looks like the same location, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. U-boat conning tower.
Good. Go ahead.
We don't know whether this is a parade in Buffalo or where that was taken, but it must have been right at the end of World War I.
Good pictures to show the World War I military.
This was kind of blurred to begin with, so I don't know who this woman is with a dog.
We suspect that it might be our grandmother, Hohensee, who would be Edwin's mother.
Is this downtown Buffalo? Anybody recognize anything?
I think it is.
Would seem logical.
The dirigible?
Yeah, look at how primitive they were. The gondola hanging down like that.
Oops. There you go. There's a good picture
That's
of the
a good
gondola hanging
picture of
down.
the gondola. Right.
Now, would this been at Norfolk, possibly?
Probably, Carl. You know, I really don't know when Lakehurst, New Jersey opened, so
Yeah.
it's possible it could have been Lakehurst, New Jersey, too.
This is probably just the ground crew for grabbing the lines when they come down. This looks like an aerial shot taken inside the cockpit of one of them. Engine's kind of blurry.
Could this be the interior?
Could be. Now, who is this woman?
Unknown.
Unknown.
The unknown is right. I think these are more aerial shots.
Yeah, this is more just dirigibles.
I recall Ed Hohensee, my father, saying that he was stationed at Norfolk, Virginia, and Pensacola, Florida.
Okay, that would explain some of the later shots. It looks more tropical where he was. So maybe it was Pensacola.
There's a train.
Check the motorcycle out. Looks like an Indian. What was he again, Jim? 3 hash marks and...
Well, he was a first class, I suspect they would call him an aviation quartermaster.
Okay. Which did basically what?
He piloted the dirigibles.
Okay.
Quartermaster is the guy that drives them, you know. Drives ships.
So these all must have been taken somewhere in Norfolk?
I thought Dad said he was a chief petty officer.
He would have had, no, he would have had a little different uniform.
His gravestone
No, it has
marking
three-
says quartermaster first class.
Yeah, that's what he was,
QM1.
first class man.
The gravestone.
But
We'll
if you
see.
Look at some of the dress on these guys with the leather putties on them.
Yeah,
That looks like it was an accident.
yeah.
That's pretty big, considering the times. Twin engine of the day, bomber of some kind.
Could be.
Sure wish these were identified at the time.
That's got to be an early Catalina.
Yeah, it's a Curtiss.
It is a Curtiss?
Yeah, I forget what the model number of it is, but it's a
Yeah.
Curtiss float plane. Guys, go ahead, Ed.
Ed Hohensee is second from the right. Others are unknown.
It's your World Dress Sailors War.
I don't think he's in this picture at all. This is just a group that part of his buddies. There's early trucks.
Dirigible hangar.
Mm.
Observation balloon. Any idea what that is? A helium generator?
There's another full shot of it.
You know, it could be, Carl.
A what?
A helium generator.
Yeah.
Helium generator.
That was a submarine deck gun there. Yeah, gun.
Barracks. Any ideas?
None.
Sack race.
They had fun too.
The fleet.
Sure looks like it.
3-stacker, huh?
That's a big battleship.
Now these are all coal driven, right?
Oh, yeah.
Steam
Oh,
driven?
absolutely. Cold.
Look at the size of that prop. Oops.
That's Edwin again too.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like him in the seat there. It's a little different than the passenger
yeah.
side. Yes, I think so. Don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody?
Cargo ship.
Yeah.
Do you want to sit over here, Carol? Liberty boats?
That's a gig.
Gig?
Yeah, that's a
Off a
gig.
battleship or something?
Could be, but that was a skipper's gig. Or an admiral's gig.
No idea what that is. Or would that be a destroyer? 4-stacker?
Could be. It could be a destroyer or a cruiser. And,
No idea what the airplanes are.
no.
I love the flying clothes though. It's an observation balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Liberty engine.
I'll bet that building is still there.
I bet it is too. Any idea what that is?
There's our mother and father, Edwin and Florence, on the beach again. Probably Crystal Beach. Don't know who that is.
We think
Could that
that's,
be the same person?
we think that's
Our
Margaret
Grandma Yeager?
Hohensee.
Who's this now?
I mean, Grandma Hohensee? Don't know.
Mystery people.
Unknown.
Right. None of these people are familiar either.
Canadian side of the family?
They look German, that's all I could say. What a contrast to today's styles even for military or whatever vehicles, military ships.
Here we go. Doesn't it say, was it VA is hell?
Virginia is hell, see, so that had to mean that that's where they were.
That's Dad again.
Yeah, I know. It's Dad and his bear. Grandfather.
Unknown.
That sure isn't a bear. There he is again.
What the hell they were doing with the bear?
Mhm.
Yeah, probably a mascot. Where the hell would you get a bear in Virginia?
The big question is why?
Yeah.
There's the ark that was in question. We don't know where that is.
Sailor in his pea coat.
It looks like your dad from the back, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. Now, who are these two beauties?
No, but that's the the bathing suits at that time.
Could this be at Virginia Beach?
That could very well be Virginia Beach.
It sure isn't Crystal Beach this time.
Houses were in state.
Yeah. Now, who's this chick?
It looks like something's hanging down there below the,
It does.
yeah.
Was he quite a camera buck?
Dad?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Look at the
was.
submarine.
That's what I remember.
There he is.
He must have always been, judging from these pictures here, these.
I remember that hat. That couldn't be Crystal Beach, could it?
Well, they probably had Music Park at Virginia
Virginia
Beach
Beach.
too there, so.
Looks like U-boats, submarines. Now, is this is Buffalo, isn't it?
Niagara Square again, I think.
What about Lafayette Square? I thought, was there?
Lafayette Square, you're right, not Niagara Square.
So those other shots of the square there were also could be Lafayette.
Lafayette.
Now,
That's the ferry.
that could very well be the Portsmouth Ferry from the foot of East Main Street in Norfolk.
Is this one you're talking about being
That's the very daring shot for that time period, right? With the male body exposed, even at the top, which they never did.
There's the bear.
The bear and the boys? I don't know what the heck that is. A squirrel?
Making maple syrup, tapping the tree.
Anybody know whose house it is?
Somebody's house at Christmas time. That's a tank.
Yeah.
I think that looks like Dad on the left there too, doesn't it?
Now, these are the pictures that I think came from Pensacola, if he was there. Because it looks a lot more jungle-y and beachy.
Mhm.
Well-dressed lieutenant.
Gee.
There's a CPO. Yeah. It's like a balloon
Hot
basket.
air balloon.
Yeah.
They have those then?
Yeah.
Could that be?
So that looks like the basket.
Yes.
Maybe that's how they bailed out of
Oh, the big one?
the big one.
Could be. See, he must have been taking his pictures because he's not in any of these.
That's right.
Looks like they're picking up the envelope.
Mhm.
Friend.
Good identification. The best that we can do, right?
Crabs?
Yes. On the Chesapeake. The blue crab.
That's,
See, he's first class there.
sure was a young man there, that's for sure.
Well, how old was he?
In 1917, he was 25 years old.
What I like is the cutlasses on him there. The duty belt is a cutlass?
Mm. In those days, they had left and right arm ratings. You see, your dad was a left arm rating, and the other one was a right arm rating. You notice that?
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, did you see?
Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the ferry?
Yeah,
Ferry,
that. See, that says Columbia.
Columbia. Okay.
See, that's a left arm rating. He's a quartermaster also. You see the quartermaster wheel in the wings.
Who this is?
No one recognizable. Chateau, that was from World War I.
I wonder if these were in downtown Buffalo on display.
That's a good bet.
It's cobblestone, Jim. Those are some big pieces. Yeah. Projectmore? Do you think this is downtown Buffalo?
I don't know. There's a bunch of sailors on parade. It looks like women's suffrage, doesn't it?
It does. Back to Virginia Beach again, or is this Crystal Beach?
Well,
Who knows?
With the amount of sailors, you know, hard to say.
Crystal Beach boat? No?
It's so difficult to be able to identify now.
You know that lady?
Dad's first wife.
This year. That's not true.
I know that. That's
first
natural
wife.
lady. That looks like Ellis Island or the
That we know of.
battery, yeah. Yeah, gondola swing.
I wonder what that is underneath him. It's probably the bear.
You know, it was the Navy.
Any ideas on the building?
No.
Would it be in Washington?
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
That's a wreckage. It's on its side. Unknown.
Check the ears.
Yeah. Early firefighting equipment.
It looks like it might be Dad sitting in the
Yeah.
seat.
Work area? Is this an officer, Jim, or CPO?
Oh, that's an officer. He had a gold braid across his hat there, you notice that?
Okay.
God, another bare chest.
Laundry day.
Unknown.
Here we are with personal pictures again.
Well, this woman was in another one of those pictures.
Yes, but I have no idea who. Interesting styles. Okay, which beach is this now? This looks
Looks too big to be Crystal Beach.
unidentified.
Hi, how are you? Good, what's up?
That's Dad. Edwin.
You got a phone number there, get you? You don't.
There he is on the left again.
You do. If I called you back in an hour, would you be there yet? Yeah, we're right in the middle of...
Like that would be a train station someplace.
Grandmother's. We've got ink and all that. Yeah. Okay. All right, do that, will you? Yeah, I will. Give me a buzz. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
There he is in his, I have to guess that's a work uniform, wouldn't you say
The
that?
flight suit, Carol.
Flight suit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Must have been a warm flight suit. It isn't a leather one like they had before. They're the leather job.
That's the leather, yeah.
Liberty launch?
Yeah. Motor whaleboat.
They're sad looking, aren't they?
Well, they're away from home.
Yeah, I guess so. But
Thought they were in the Navy.
You're cruel, Jeff. Any ideas where this would be? Double-decker buses? New York City?
Could have been. Could have been.
maybe that's where that ark is from.
Maybe.
But no one
I
seems
mean,
to know.
he didn't get overseas, did he? Do we know of?
Not to the best of any of our knowledge, no.
Okay.
That looks like it might have been a double exposure film with the ark and the Lafayette Square there in one shot. His dad was that old guy again, whoever he is. Excuse me. That would be interesting to know that.
Is that Dad with a turtle?
Looked like it.
It looks like Dad on the right-hand side with a cigarette in his mouth. Find the difference in the uniforms.
White and blue, you mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
And it was optional.
That's British, it looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's British. See all those cylinders in front?
Yeah.
Those are all helium cylinders. Look at the difference in the engine housings.
Yeah.
That I would take would be the main control one.
Yeah.
Looked like they had a little bit more protection. Well, that must have been here as opposed to being taken into England.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
They
it
probably
must have been here.
came across
from-
the ocean and
from
stopped
England.
in
Right.
either Norfolk or wherever. That's a Thomas More Scout.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's one of the few ones that I remember, so
Mhm.
I'm not carried away.
Was that based on a battleship, possibly?
Well, no, it'd have to be a float plane. No, I don't think that one was in.
Uh-huh. That looks like they've upgraded the gondola now, doesn't it?
Basically, all that is a Jenny fuselage on the border.
What's a Jenny fuselage?
Well, the Jenny was a World War I trainer that was used here that taught basically everybody how to fly, and after the war was used for barnstorming.
That looks like pictures of Washington D.C. taken from the air.
Yeah.
From the air, yes.
See? Might be the old Navy shipyard.
There's the Capitol. There's the White House, right.
Is it coming up Pennsylvania Avenue?
Looks like a parade down there, yes.
Would that be where that arch would be from? Do you
I don't
think?
know where it would be.
I don't remember ever seeing an arch like that in Washington. There's the Capitol building again. It's Washington Monument.
Hey, listen,
You
see
can
that,
see
looks like
the-
that was taken from the gondola too, you see
Yeah.
the
The wires and stuff.
struts and everything.
Another friend.
Lots of friends, unidentified, huh? This is that same British dirigible, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, thought the number was the same. Did you take these directly from the album pages?
As they were
take,
as they were on the pages.
you
that's
did
what
not take, you didn't take them out of the book at all.
Oh yeah, I did have to take them out of the book. But I took them out as the book as they were glued on the pages. I had to disconnect them from the main page. Now, those are de Havilland's on the right. Anybody have any idea of that? Wrigley's?
Wrigley Field, Chicago.
There's your arch again.
There's the double-decker bus too on the street.
Church? Any ideas?
Not familiar.
The arch.
The mystery arch. That's a winch to bring the observation balloons down.
Someone making believe.
Mm-hmm.
Cute pictures, whoever they are.
The leather flying suits. Bet you got cold up there.
I imagine.
It's our father.
That's him again in his winter gear. And again.
So he was about 25 in these pictures?
I'd say so. 25.
No more than that, I'm sure.
Was he drafted or did he enlist?
I don't think anybody really knows. Oh, there he is on the left again. We should know if I get any response from his service record.
Did you write for it?
Yes.
There's Edwin Carl Hohensee on the right.
On the right again.
Well, that had to be pretty good duty if it was Norfolk.
That's Marjorie Smith, who was Aunt Jessie. Her last name is Foyter. Jessie and Bert's daughter. That's Jessie there. That's Dick Wolf in the basket, and Mildred Denny behind her, an aunt and cousin of ours.
Good, poor looking hat.
See better days.
Yep.
It looks like it could be Dad in the water. It's hard to tell. Not that one, but the one prior. There's Mom and Dad sitting in a boat.
Were they married at this time?
It's hard to say. I would have to guess no. Probably not. It was probably during their courting days.
Look at the hair on this guy.
Look,
Yeah. There's Dad sitting on the bump on the running board.
Running board.
And it looks like Mom,
Behind him, yeah.
you're right, in the inside, just at the door. I don't know who these are. This is a group of their friends. Our mother is, Florence is right in the center, looking very shy.
Helene somewhere.
Think so?
Yeah.
Looks like it could be Dad. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Could be.
This picture is not too clear to identify. Carl, what's that?
Got me. Could it be the Crystal Beach boat?
Probably. There's the group of the family. There's Grandma Yeager, bird across the top.
Mother again, yeah.
See, no time to identify it.
Okay.
It's hard to say who that was. Looked like it might have been Mother.
We're back to Norfolk.
There's the Laban family. It's our dad again.
Walking on water.
Walking on water.
That's the immediate Laban, Fred, Kate, Verna, and Wilbur. Looks like it could be Uncle Bert Feuchter. There's a picture there. Dad must have taken this picture. Mom is still sitting in the seat.
She looked too damn happy, did she? Oops. There we go.
That's an old picture of Grandma Yeager and Jessie, our Aunt Jessie Feuchter, and probably Marjorie. You see Crystal Beach, Canada. That's a picture of Jake Yeager's mother, Louise Ryder Stern. And that is our great-great-grandfather, Charles Laban, who was in the Civil War. That's his uniform at that time. He was probably about 21, 22 years old there. That's a picture of our mother. See, it looks like it says 1946. And that's her only older brother, Bill Yeager, which was taken in Canada. That's a picture of our grandmother Yeager, Caroline, taken when she was 18 years old. Interesting styles. These are friends, but I thought it was interesting because of the bathing suit styles. That's Hugh and Molly Smith, who were very good friends on Sheffield Avenue. This is the Rodez family, also very close friends in Bradford, living in Bradford, Pennsylvania. It's a picture of Dad. He was very active in business, the local business and Businessmen's Association. That was him in the second row in the middle. That's Fred Laban, taken in Letchworth Park. This again is the little girl there is Verna Laban Lalick, and that is the man who was in the Civil War, Charles Laban. This is a picture of the Hohensies. Our mother sitting in the front. The woman in the seat is Grandma Hohensee, Margaret, and her husband sitting next to her, William. This is the same pictures, of course, with Dad, our father, their son, standing in the back. The man standing up in the other picture is just a very good close friend, name unknown.
Where was this taken?
Have no idea. There's the friend again with our Grandpa Hohensee. His name was William Charles. This turned out very well. This was taken from a tintype. And this photographed very well, but however, at this time, we don't know who she is.
It looked like Caroline Yeager.
Did it?
This is our father when he was very young. Obviously, I have no idea how old, but you can see he's just a small boy.
I love the outfit.
Yes. He had curls. There's a picture of him also as a young man.
About 16?
Probably, it's a good guess. Young, old enough to wear a suit, shirt and tie, but yes, I would have to say that, probably high school, over high school age. This is taken at Allegheny State Park of the Labans and Lalicks, Verna and
Who
her
are these
family.
guys?
This picture was totally unknown. I don't know. Unidentified. This, I'm not sure.
That's a wedding of Seal and Charlie Harmrow.
That's what I thought. I thought it was it looked like it, and I thought it was interesting because of the styles again too.
This is Mother out next to the garage at Choate Avenue.
178 Choate Avenue.
This is another picture of Mom taken at Allegheny State Park at the pool. She was very proud of the fact that she could still swim till a very old age. This is Aunt Jessie again taken at Allegheny State Park. And the grass out in front of the pool. It's Mom again at Chestnut Ridge Park for skiing. And there she is again with our little brother who is right there, Carl, at the pool at the state park.
Okay. This is Mom, and who's the baby?
Edward and
Helene.
That's Helene, that's right.
Holy cow. That's in front of 178 Choate. Aunt Jessie again.
There's Allegheny State Park. This was a picture taken of Mom at
Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm, which in one of her visits, I think was her only visit to California. There they are again. We have to assume that this is taken at Allegheny State Park in the fall.
Stone Tower.
Stone Tower.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember you did say that. This is a group picture, but I thought it was interesting to show a picture of Mother on the far right, and then of course that's little Carl right in the middle.
Gretchen behind there too.
And Gretchen.
Who's the guy next to you at? No idea?
I thought this might be Dad, but Carl said no. This is John Lollick. This was Verna LeBon Lollick's husband. Also again taken at Allegheny State Park. Another one, a shot of Aunt Jessie at the park. There's Verna Lollick at the park.
At the old pool.
The old pool.
Quaker.
And there's Mom and Gretchen and Carl.
And I remember that raft.
That pool was enjoyed by the whole family.
Someone, whoever came back from the war brought it back. It was out of a plane.
This was a picture that was taken in 1957 by William Radlinsky. And it shows, of course, our mother standing and Aunt Jessie, Stell, and Terry Radlinsky. And this is the picture of Mother and her first grandson, who was Bruce Radlinsky. And this was on the day of his christening. His Mom and Bruce, Gretchen, and Edward and Carl, taken at Grandpa Yeager's house. Again, this is Stell on the far left, and of course Mother Carolyn with the baby. There's the two of the grandparents of Bruce. That's Frank Redlinsky and our mother. We guess this is probably Atlantic City. We weren't positive. And this child is identified. Does anybody else recognize?
No.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What? It wouldn't fit.
Wouldn't fit?
So I figure if you really get that interested in it, you can.
Okay. We just thought these would be interesting to have as a matter of record. There's our Grandpa Jacob Yeager, our mother's father, taken at a very young age. He was one of 24 children. This is a picture of Mother too, but I don't know where it was taken. Carl, can you?
Got me. It's when she was real young, and on the back of the picture it says, "I love you, Florence." So it had to be to Dad, I hope.
Must have been.
Again,
yes, she was very, very young then.
Yeah. From 1942. This looks like a driver's license or kind of a chauffeur's license photo.
That's a young picture.
Yeah.
Really, with little Carl in the front there.
And if this is from 1948, they're hugging each other. This was at my confirmation. That's in the backyard of Aunt Jessie's house. There's Michael, Aunt Jessie, and Mom, and myself. This was taken at Allegheny. These are the Quins, and I can't remember the kid on the left-hand side, but there's Gretchen, Mom, and myself, and Jack, and that's it, I guess. Okay.
That's a great picture.